What's up, guys? Today's gonna be pretty interesting because I had already filmed this video, and it turned out not only could I not hear myself, I also didn't end up recording my screen showing you guys what I was actually doing. So it's pretty much useless. And today it's raining, but I want to get the video out today, so guess what I'm doing? So to show off the car, I think I'm gonna pull it up over here. I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. I don't want to go out in the rain, and I'm staring at the rain right now. But it's gonna be pretty interesting. Oh, you guys can get a hint of the lights. Okay. I think I'm gonna pull it closer to the garage. But don't like rain, don't like rain, don't like rain. I can't hear myself think. Cold start. And of course, cold start ends as soon as I get out of the car. Now, I'm trying to film. Alright, so I'm going to try and get these separately, because apparently it stopped recording my screen. So let's go back to default again. So here we can see we have all different colors. I'm going to save these in all different clips too. I'm sorry that it's all choppy and I'm having issues, but it's, I don't know. I'm trying to record my screen and it doesn't work too well. So you can see I have one, and then all of a sudden I tap it and I can separate them. Or I think if I tap, I don't remember how to put them back together, honestly. I only know how to separate them. But you can see you can just do whatever color you want in the rainbow. Then going into here, I can change it to white, so now I can do like an orangey white or bluish white. You can see in the demon eye, or down here as well. And this looks like my turn signals, which is pretty cool. And obviously I have favorites up here. You can set whatever you want as a favorite. Obviously this is my startup theme, so every time the controller starts up, it starts up as this. I can change that whenever I want by going in here, hitting set as default, and selecting startup theme. It's already my startup theme, so it basically did nothing, but at least it shows you guys exactly how to do that. It was really cool. Let's go into Chameleon. I'm trying to get these as much as I can just because it's not working the best. I don't know why I'm having issues with the screen recording. It's Apple's fault, not the controller. But you can see I've got these lovely lights, basically change color based on what I clicked on. I know I did the demon eye, I was supposed to do the L, so let's do the L in green then, since I messed that up. And it matches whatever's around you. It does a really good job at it. Like, let's do the toe hook. I feel like that's a good option. You can see, it does it live. And then I can go down to the neochrome right here, it's a blue, now it's like pinkish. It does everything really, really well. And then once you click the button, it holds wherever you had it at. Now it looks like McDonald's on here. Now you have your options of brightness, you have different like styles, so you can have it breathe or strobe, and your brightness actually gets replaced with speed. So now all of a sudden I can have it go like a maniac. So now we're in themes. I know this is going to chop into each section, but that's just because I can't get the screen recording to stay, so I'm doing each section at a time as I can. So I have rainbow here, and there's all these different other themes. Like as I scroll through here, you can see like emergency strobe, Christmas time, so there's a Christmas joy theme. You can even make your own themes. So I'm gonna go edit rainbow for a second, and I can add more colors if I want to, which I don't want that many colors of the rainbow. I'm sorry, but there's too many. And then I can just add, I can change the theme of it, the style, to whatever I really please. I can have it do like fading, just do each color, whatever really suits what I'm doing. And then there's obviously my favorite theme where it speeds up in the middle, and you can see how it's oriented on the top here. Well, let's go back because I don't want to alter that. And let's go into motion. I'm skipping over music because I'm pretty sure music's messing all this up. But right now I have motion going, and I have it set up to G-force, but you can have it to speed. So if I'm going 50 miles an hour, it's going to show up as 50 miles an hour. And that's single color, it's going to multicolor. So at 50, does not even set up 50 here. Let's put it up to 300. So if I'm going 120, it's going to be lightly purple, the lights, which is really cool. Right now they're dim and they're blue because I'm not moving. And I'll try and run back and forth. Let me know if it actually shows up. Hold on. Okay, I hit a maximum of 2 miles an hour. It didn't do much. Oh no, I hit 4. Ooh, fancy. But yeah, that speed. The only one I can really show you right now is G-force, and that's for moving. So, it'll basically change based on my G-force as I shake my phone around, like this, or maybe like this, like this, like this. And I wonder if any of you thought that was hilarious. But going through. At least, so if I did a launch, all of a sudden my lights would just change color and it'd be really cool. For the last one I'm going to try and record music. I'm watching the red bar at the top right now to see if it'll actually work. Because for some reason it always stops during music. I'm not going to do microphone because maybe that's what's messing it up. But you guys get the point here.
You think you die without him. You know that's a lie that you tell yourself. You fear that you lay alone forever now. Ain't true, ain't true, ain't true. No. So put your arms around me tonight. Let the music lift you up like you've never been so high. Open up your heart to me. Let the music lift you up like you've never been this deep. Till you feel the sunrise. Let the music warm you.
So that's kind of multicolor. Now there's single color as well. So it can go change based on here, whatever I set up on the palette. So I can have them both be blue or whatever. And you have the same customizability with multicolor. Like you can set up different patterns and themes. They have the preset ones like Christmas, but I've made my own here. It seems to struggle with more colors. I'm just letting you guys know now. But at the same time, it has a pretty cool effect. So now I'm trying microphone. It seems to be working. I think my recordings were too long before, because I've done this so many times already. Okay, this is bad how many times I've done this. But you can see, because Apple Music actually doesn't work with this, so I have to use songs that are downloaded. And how I've done that is, for Apple Music, is just literally turn on the mic on here and play from something else like my laptop. So my laptop will play the music, and then my phone will actually transfer it over. And there's also single color, so you can have it set up the single color which you set up before. It's the same thing as regular music, but you have all these options that you would have before. Now to show you guys one of the cool features. So right now the headlights are blue, and I obviously want my headlights to work. The bottoms are supposed to be switchbacks in these headlights, and I kind of maintain that feature. So by doing that, there's a separate controller you can buy that allows you to actually keep your switchback ability by installing a switchback into the controller itself. So it's wired into the stock daytime running lights and the stock turn signals, and sends the signals there so it knows to actually put out that color at that moment and override whatever other colors there are. So if I lock my car right now, all of a sudden my turn signals turn on and then they turn off. Same thing with unlocking. And then as I go through, I can go and turn on the parking lights. So if I go and turn on the parking lights on the car right now they're white. So now the parking lights are on as white. All of a sudden the color controls are gone, pretty much for the L, and it'll just stay white as long as the parking lights are on. Once I turn them off, it'll go back to color as it was before. And since I'm here, I want to show you guys my fog lights. So I'm going to push this down because I don't think you can see both. Just a little bit. And I'm going to show you my fog lights. These are the ones that I've been designing and working on for a while. So these fog lights are basically just your standard fog lights, but instead I put projectors in them from full-on headlights. So these are full-on mini H1 projectors with a low beam / high beam. I did not hook it up so it would be both. It just stays as a low beam unless I wire it specifically for high beam. I didn't know how high the high beam would go, but that's how it was set up. And they have daytime running lights and individual turn signals for each side. Obviously I wouldn't do one turn signal for one side. So I'm going to go in the car and I'm going to turn on the turn signal to show you guys real quick. So right here, the turn signal has the biggest priority. It looks a little busy on this car, but it allows you to have a full-on turn signal with sequential, so it actually flows upwards, if you notice that, on that side, and it gives it a much cooler effect to have both turn signals and a bit more visibility. And same with the other side, it works with that turn signal, it's all plugged in. I designed a special harness so they're easy to install, and the future sets will actually look more like this set than the last set I produced. The last set I produced was way too complicated and it didn't work out very well anyway. I'm trying to actually sell that. That'll be a one-of-a-kind set. It's on eBay for like 400 bucks right now, just because how much I spent in parts is ridiculous. The other ones will be slightly cheaper, because I still need to make some money to actually build another set. Really check out, I'll link XK Glow down below, along with the Santos Limited Instagram, so you guys can get more info and sneak peeks at lighting stuff before I actually put it on YouTube. Just because I do my sneak peeks there, and add my Snapchat as well, because that honestly gets the first leaks of anything else. I post so much of the stuff on Snapchat that I probably shouldn't. Like, I think I did over a week ago showing these lights off after they were done. This is probably the last rebuild I'll do of these headlights. Eventually I'm going to replace the whole housings. I'm going to make my own Concept 1 versions that I have shown off on Instagram through Santos Limited, and I think I put it on my personal Instagram as well, which will all be linked down below. Everything I mentioned will be linked down below pretty much. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'm going to go back inside into the warmth now that I finally got the screenshots that I needed, because they weren't working. I've tried like 10 times already and it still didn't work. Peace out and be legendary.
Shoulder, pull the sheets right